Captain America Civil War is finally here, and it is directed by the Russo brothers, who also directed Captain America Winter Soldier, which was a really great film. And this one is about Iron Man and Captain America fighting against each other. There are political interferences that pits these former allies against each other, and they have to seek out other Avenger members or other superhero members to get them on their team so they can fight against each other and fight it for what they believe in. Batman v Superman tried to do that, where they just had Batman fight Superman, and that didn't turn out so well. Here, fans get a second redemption of what an actual fight against superheroes should be, and this is one of the, if not the best superhero film I have ever seen. This film did so many things right on so many different levels. I was expecting a very heavy Winter Soldier movie with Sebastian Stan played a lot in here, and he had a large role in here, but I was expecting the whole issue between Iron Man and Captain America to be about Bucky, and it's much more than that. And Bucky has a big part in it, but it's much more than Bucky. This is also a movie that's not very driven by its villain, and that's a breath of fresh air because previously we got a lot of villains in the movie, and some of them are okay, some of them are really great, like Loki. But here, this movie is not about its villain. There is a villain in here. It's a little bit of a side story, and more of a political interference in Avengers, and what needs to happen if these Avengers continue what they are doing in this path, and so many destructions across the world that the Avengers are participating in, and they're creating this havoc, and it's going to look like if the government needs to get involved, and that's like the big story here. And that's what I really love about this movie, that there's not a very driven villain. It's literally just the Avengers against each other, and it's something that I would think never would have been done, because you think that they would work great as a team and they would never fight, and it came down to it. I remember thinking about at the end of Age of Ultron that they were going to kind of set up Civil War and that they won't always see eye to eye, and I was thinking, how are they going to handle it? And they handled it perfectly. This movie blended in everything so well. It had intense moments. It had heartbreaking moments between Iron Man and Captain America. It had humor from Ant-Man and Spider-Man. It had great action scenes from Winter Soldier and Black Panther. It had a compelling story and compelling backgrounds for all of the Avengers we already know, and new characters like Black Panther and Spider-Man. We understood where everybody was coming from, and that's what I really love about this movie too, is that I am Team Cap, by the way, and part of me also saw Team Iron Man side a lot. I understood where Iron Man was coming from. I understood where Captain America was coming from. And that's a great job with the storytelling. It's like you care for both sides, and it's hard to pick. With the new additions of Black Panther, when they introduced him, I felt like we didn't need a backstory because there was already so much there. And that's part of the great acting and the great storytelling that they did with the Black Panther. And Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I don't want to spoil too much for you guys, but they proved that they can do Spider-Man right. Tobey Maguire was a really great Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield, I was on the fence a little after Amazing Spider-Man 2, but here they made Spider-Man just a kid. He was very witty. He was awkward. It was fun to watch. This movie was just filled with amazing things. The storyline was really great. It was really well written. The action was awesome. The stunt work was beautiful. The humor was there. It was nicely placed. There wasn't a lot of humor in the beginning. And then towards the end, it got a little bit of lighthearted and then very heartbreaking and really serious towards the end. So what did you guys think of Captain America Civil War? Are you guys Team Iron Man or Team Captain America? I am Team Captain America. My fiance is still Team Iron Man. She will not listen to what I have to say about him. So I'm going to go ahead and give Captain America Civil War an A+. This is the first A+ I've given this year. I didn't give Deadpool an A+. No other film has gotten A+. This is the film. This is a great film. I've seen it twice, and I have loved every moment of it. So remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to just watch movies for more upcoming reviews, and you stay classy, YouTube.